going to talk as clearly as possible as pollen's really got me underneath the weather, but I'm going to go through all of the steps for each intervention, and then tomorrow whenever I get home I'm going to get my family to be mock students, so the only thing I won't have on this video is the demonstration of the intervention with the narration. So the first one I picked was using peer tutoring to teach science. Peer tutoring is having a student of the same age tutor each other or work together to complete assignments. Benefits include ability to provide ongoing timely corrective feedback and increased opportunity to practice and respond to others. This is an evidence-based practice. This evidence-based is a practice for students with disabilities based on 2 methodologically sound group experimental studies with random assignment across 106 students with disabilities and 1 methodologically sound single subject study across 5 students with disability. It is implemented with students that have a learning disability, which could be intellectually disabled, disabled moderate, EBD, autism, multiple disabilities, speech and language disorder, other health impaired, LD and EBD. LD and other health impairment is served under the section of 504. English language learners, and also with students without disabilities. Ages range from 11 to 14. They're mostly males, Caucasian, African American, Hispanic, Asian, multiracial. It's been implemented in a general ed classroom. It's been used to teach 8th graders science vocabulary. Materials needed would be a PowerPoint for peer training session, checklists for peers to self-monitor their trials, sample materials for peer training session for class instruction, know, who, how, chart, science textbook, interactive whiteboard for each group, vocab flashcards, picture symbol cards for vocab cards, responsive board with Velcro to help with peer-mediated instruction, concept statement. I think the biggest problem is general ed peers needing training on providing embedded instruction to students with disabilities to overcome that. So to overcome that, it's to go get the training when they can. And then I'll do my demonstration in another. So the next one I did was using repeated reading to teach reading fluency and comprehension. This is where the student reads the same passage over and again several times. This is a research-based practice. This is for the students with disabilities based on 3 methodologically sound single-subject studies across 12 students with disabilities. Implemented with students with learning disability, EBD, and other health impairments. Ages range from 12 to 16. It's mostly males in this situation, Caucasian and African American. It's been implemented in special education classrooms. It's been used in English language arts. The materials needed is a passage on student level, reading level, graph for student, words per minute, and errors. The biggest problem is making sure it's on the student's level reading. I remember whenever I was under section 504, I had a 504 plan, so I remember some of the stuff that they would have me read was not on the grade level, and I know they're trying to expand our vocabulary, but it can be really discouraging to students that think they're not learning then they are learning stuff, but they just feel like it's too challenging and they get frustrated and want to quit. So just keeping the student from getting discouraged, and don't grade the student on how far he goes. And if the student is struggling, move the reading just down a grade level and then move it back up whenever you feel he is ready. And then I'll have another demonstration for using repeated reading to teach reading fluency and comprehension. So the next practice I did was using graphic organizers to teach math. Graphic organizers are visual displays that make relationship between related facts and concepts more apparent. Cognitive mapping, semantic mapping. This is a promising practice for students with disabilities based on 1 methodologically sound single subject study across 4 participants with disabilities and 2 single subject and 2 single subject studies demonstrating positive effects using methodologically weak designs across 6 participants with disabilities, implemented with students with learning disabilities, intellectual disabilities, and other health impairments, ages 11 through 16, males and females. It was pretty level across the board. Mostly whites, implemented in self-contained classrooms and separate school. Middle school and high school math is where this would be implemented. Materials needed would be a graphic organizer, pencil, erasers, calculators, timers, worksheets containing a set of word problems. The biggest problem, I think, would be the students that don't like the graphic organizers, that don't learn from that. I feel like we should provide them another assignment so that this won't hurt their grade if they don't like the graphic organizer and just don't do so well on it. And if they get frustrated learning this way, I feel like we should supply them another one, another assignment to get the same grade. And like I said before, I'll have my demonstrations in another video. Thank you.